What is up, YouTube? It is On Your Bomb here. Welcome to my Season 2 tier list of South Park. Actually, we're kind of just like building on one tier list here. We did Season 1, so I guess spoilers if you didn't see that video, but check that out if you want to. Now we're going with Season 2 episodes, a little bit more episodes, but yeah, let's get started here. We're going to get some more stuff that's a little more fresher in my mind than Season 1 was. Starting off with Episode 1, Terrence and Philip and Not Without My Anus. You guys know that they trolled this with this one. This is supposed to be, this episode, the continuation of what I gave S tier. They trolled with it, so I'm gonna troll this one, F tier. Now listen, I am doing that a lot because of like the cliffhanger, but genuinely also I think that is my least favorite episode of South Park up here because it wasn't South Park. It was essentially a Terrence and Philip episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I said this during the reaction as well. Terrence and Philip for like a gag for them for it being the children's favorite cartoon. I'm fine with that. That's funny, but like I don't know if I could sit through an episode of Terrence Philip. Like that's a lot of fart jokes, and like even though it wasn't crazy, I may have got some laughs out of me. Like I couldn't do it, and there were some funny moments like the Saddam Hussein stuff. That stuff was actually really funny. Wild sense on me, but it's true. Like, hey, relax, take a load off. like, but I don't know. As a whole, like maybe it may be a little bit too harsh, but hey, I don't care. They trolled us, so I'm gonna get back to them. F tier with that one. And that brings me to Cartman's mom is still a dirty slut. We get the truth about who Cartman's dad is and how it's really his mom. I'm also putting this one in S tier, and I'm putting it first as well. I just overall like. I thought it was funny, suspenseful. Like, of course, I was getting over the whole like cliffhanger thing at the end, but like, just a lot of fun. Like even me, like who roots for Kenny's survival. Kenny's like they made Kenny go through the sewer, and like he died in a heroic way. Like, I don't know. I liked this episode, and it was funny, and at the end, the reveal was like perfect. So yeah. Up next, we have Ike's Wee Wee. And this is one where they learn that Ike's about to get circumcised and they try to, stop that from happening. But then Stan learns that Ike's adopted and doesn't want anything to do with him. And then there was like a nice moment at the end where like Ike was like scared and like going to Kyle for comfort, and Kyle came back around, and we had a whole arc with what's his name, the guidance counselor. Oh, it's blanking on me, but the guidance counselor, like, drugs are bad, okay? Like there's a whole thing with them. Like he tried to pass around marijuana and it got stolen, and I think it was Garrison who took it, and he got fired and went a whole like he got into drugs and alcohol. Then he went to rehab and he came back. Honestly, both storylines were fire. I thought both were really funny, and then like it got some wholesomeness in it too, and like the children thinking a circumcision is the chopping off of the entire penis was funny. I'm going to give this one. Do I give this one an S? I think I'm giving that one an S. I was gonna go top of A, but I changed my. I'm going with S because I like not always you like both storylines in an episode. When an episode does two storylines at once, sometimes you just don't give a shit about the second one or something. But I like both. They both are funny, and yeah, I'm going S. Up next, we have Chicken Lover, and this one is another one that uh, there's a serial raping of chickens. I don't know. Who has YouTube? Is YouTube that much? Would they actually hide that? There's a serial doing of chickens, and it's this book fair guy because he wants Bar Brady to read. And this, for whatever reason, is like my most viewed South Park reaction. And cause I put the thumbnail of Cartman being a police officer, and that stuff was really funny. And then the chicken stuff was a little weird, but all in all, I'm gonna say this one was top of B tier. Next, we have conjoined fetus lady. Another one that like I feel like holds true today. The nurse like has a conjoined fetus, and they try to take awareness to her condition and make her feel like welcome or like not no different, but it makes her feel like an outcast. And then the South Park's like literally won like a dodgeball championship, dodgeball world championship. Um, I'm going to put this one back of A. Yeah. Up next we have the Mexican staring frog of southern Sri Lanka. Oh, this is the one where Uncle Jimbo tells the story of them in Nam, and then they go on Jesus and Pals. They do a report on what they told him, but Garrison doesn't believe it, and they think Uncle Jimbo's pranking them, so they prank him back with the Southern Tree Frog, and then a big conflict, and they get on like Jesus and Pals, and then all that. Honestly, this episode didn't really hit like the other ones. I'm actually gonna go bottom of C. This is a new last place. I just feel like wasn't like a crazy episode, not like the greatest. It was all right. It was funny. But I feel like the conflict could have been easily avoided. All they had to do was speak, ask Jimbo, what happened here? Why did you lie? And he'd be like, I didn't lie. And then they'd go and talk to Garrison about it. But that didn't happen. So, right. Next up, we have City on the Edge of Forever. That apparently is a Star Trek reference, which I did not know at the time because I did not watch Star Trek. Um, this is when the bus crashes and they're like on an edge, and the bus driver tries to help them out, but ends up being a dream, Stan's dream. That it was Cartman's dream. Dreamception, very good episode. I am going to give this one a reminiscing episode as well. I'm gonna put this in A tier. I think I'm gonna put it. I like it here. I like it there. Yeah, I like it there. Alright, next up we have Summer Sucks. South Park makes a big snake, fireworks snake, and it pretty much crushes the whole town as other fireworks have been banned. But then fireworks are what help get rid of it, I believe. This is when Mr. Hat disappears. Honestly, this is another episode. I've had a few funny moments, especially like the Ned and Jimbo parts to it when they were going it, but just didn't really hit like some of the others did. So I'm gonna put this one at top of C tier. I could put that in B, but it would just be like here. I want to like I want to be a little bit like harsh if there's even a little bit of question sometimes, because like I really don't think anything is gonna be joining Nut without my anus in this. So yeah. Next up we have Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. This is when the Hollywood people come for their film festival, and Chef sells his chocolate balls, and Mr. Hanky returns and tries to get Kyle to get everyone out, and they try to, but they're not buying it, and Hollywood almost takes out South Park, but Mr. Hanky summons all the poop and gets them out. This was probably a funny one as well. I'm going to give this one. It gives a B tier, kind of, sort of towards the end. But yeah, it was very funny. Alright, next up we have chicken pox. This is the one where Kenny got chicken pox, and Kyle and Stan's mom send them over to stay over at Kenny's house. And we get to see Kenny's like home life a lot. We see like, you know, his room and everything, and them like hang out with Kenny. And and then they get chicken pox, and and then they prank their parents back getting them herpes. And it's a wild episode, funny, and I don't know. I felt like this was a big Kenny one. You know, maybe it wasn't, but I don't know. For whatever reason, actually, I think I'm giving this one S as well. It was really funny to me, and something about it I just like really liked. We have Roger Ebert should lay off the fancy foods. I'm sorry, fatty foods. It got cut off for me. I was reading. This is the one where the planetarium is was mind controlling people, trying to get them to work here, and Cartman saves the day because he wasn't brainwashed because he was trying for the Cheesy Poofs commercial. I thought this one was very funny. I liked this episode. This one is another A tier for me. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna put it there. Front of Scuzzlebutt, behind Edge of Tomorrow. Up next, we have Clubhouses. This is one where Stan and Kyle build. Stan wants to build a clubhouse because Wendy wants him to build a clubhouse, and Wendy wants to play Truth or Dare with him, Kyle, and Bebe. Bebe seems to like Kyle, and when Cartman and Kenny hear about this, Cartman gets Kenny to build a clubhouse too, and like they're like the ultimate duo. I like seeing that. This one, I gotta also put this one in S tier, man. I don't know, just something about it. Like I said, we're going off of vibes here, so something about it was just mad funny. All right, now we have Cow Days. This is like a South Park festival. The cows end up all committing suicide from a shrine. Cartman rides a bull. Yeah, this one was funny. I like this one a lot as well. I'm gonna put this one A though. I'm gonna put this one A in front of. Behind the Mecha Streisand one, but in front of the weight gain. Up next, we have Chef Aid. This one is where all the celebrities come out and help Chef because he's getting sued because he tried to sue someone for like using his song, or they tried to get rights for the song he made, but they just stole it, and they got OJ's lawyer, and he used the Chewbacca defense. This whole episode was really good. I like this. I'm going S tier as well. I don't know, some of these just like, I don't know if I'm just liking South Park more, or if I'm just like, I don't know, too harsh ranking the season 1 ones, but a lot of S ones. I'm gonna put that one right there, above Clubhouse, but behind Ike's Wee Wee. Very good episode. Next up we have Spooky Fish, and Stan gets a fish, and it was purchased from an ancient burial ground person, and there was 2 Cartmans. There was another dimension, and yeah, the fish was killing people. I'm kind of winding down the explanations. I apologize, but another one that I liked a lot, I think it's going A. I'm gonna go right there with A. Next up, we have Merry Christmas, Charlie Manson. Another Christmas special, which I really thought maybe it would be a Christmas tradition to let Kenny live, but it wasn't. He died in this episode again. That was a little disappointing, but we got to see Cartman's family, and this was kind of a funny Christmas episode. I am going with. Okay, I was gonna go A. I do like the other Christmas special better, I think, so I'm gonna put them together. I'm also the fetus one. I'm gonna move that one down one to B. One to B. Was this in season 2? That was okay. So that doesn't retcon the season 1 stuff. But yeah, I'm moving that one down to B. And it wasn't just because it was getting full, because I was like, it was towards the end, and I was like, I'm feeling that might be more of a B than an A for me. All right, now we have gnomes. This is the one where the the gnomes were stealing people's underwear. Seeing a new character named Tweak was seeing them and no one believed him. Uh, and yeah, they ended up seeing that it was true, and these gnomes were getting underpants. And not only that, but there was this whole other storyline going on where Mr. Tweak was using their project to get this corporate coffee out of the way, and they came around to the corporate coffee and got a new job and everything. And yeah, funny episode. I'm going to go with an A tier. I think I liked it more than all this. Maybe not that. I don't. I'm gonna put it there. Oh, it froze on me. I'm gonna put it there. And last but not least, the season 2 finale, Prehistoric Iceman. This is when they stumble upon a guy from like 1996 who is frozen in like the mountains in a cave, and they unthaw him, act like it was a prehistoric caveman, but really it was just some guy named Larry. Poor Larry got like his wife stolen as well. But yeah, there was there's like a Steve Irwin parody going on. Another funny one. I'm going to give this one A as well, right next to Scuzzlebutt. So yeah, that is I think my tier list for now. Again, sorry I didn't really like have too many thoughts. I just I don't always think super critically when I watch stuff. It's just like, oh, funny. I like this better. That's what it came down to. Am I the best person to make tier lists for that reason? Probably not. But this idea was suggested to me, so I thought, why not? Another video, more content. And yeah, what do you guys think? Was I too harsh on some? Was I too lenient on some? Am I looking too top heavy? Is anything too harsh or too not harsh? What do you guys think? And just by the way, I know even with the not without my anus episode in F, I really didn't hate any episodes, especially C tier episodes. Um, as I'm explaining this, I'm gonna make one last change. This episode, I think I'm gonna move to top of C tier. Not that big of a change, but it's still a little change nonetheless. But yeah, this is my official episode. I want to do this. I changed my mind a lot. I might even change my mind for some of these who might make it season 3. I don't know. Am I gonna keep one tier list for each season? I am not sure. It would be cool to see like a build, like a whole tier list of every episode, but that's a lot. This is already looking like a low key a lot of a tier list. Like A is already like a double decker layer. So we'll see. We'll see. For now though, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know it's always up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video watch of me. And stay tuned for more South Park reactions. Season 3 coming soon. Maybe after this. Like a day after this, maybe. I don't know. Goodbye.